How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another update video of my NFT-Magic project that I'm doing a devlog on. So I just want to give you a quick update on some stuff I added. It's still kind of the same, but the main difference is I added the ability to basically do a lot more error checking. So if a user tries to upload a file, let me just go ahead and clear that out and go back. Whoops. Let me go to the actual website that it's deployed to. This should have the latest version of what I've been working with. But what I've done is that if you were to try to upload no file, we get some error messaging, right? So I added a bunch of error and error handling here to make sure that if stuff goes wrong on the back end, make sure the user is notified. So the first thing is if you don't have a zip, I'm gonna say please attach a zip. The next thing is I could potentially upload any file I want, right? If I try to upload config.json, something bad will happen and you'll get an error, and then this is going to come back to the user saying the uploaded zip could not be unzipped. Another thing I added was throttling, which I believe might not even be turned on right now. Let me check. Let me make a couple of zips so I can actually show this. So let me go to my layers folder here. I'm going to go to layers back, and then I'm going to go ahead and edit that config file. And let's just do like, there's two things I want to show you with the error handling. So I'm going to do 20,000. I'm going to zip that up. Make a new zip file called 20,000 so I can use that for testing. And then I'm going to move that to my layers. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that zip file I just created. Let's see, remove. Oh, I removed it. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a configured file that has like, let's just do 20. And I'm going to zip that up again, called 20K. Move that to my layers. All right, so now I have a bunch of things I can kind of show you what's going on. So let's just start with the 20,000. And one thing I added is I want to make sure that you don't try to process too many NFTs because that could potentially break my backend. So right now it'll throw an error saying total cannot be more than 1,000 at this time, right? So that's one thing I added. I also added the ability to make sure that the user doesn't upload a really large file. So if I go to my downloads, I believe I have some of these collections. This one is 100 megabytes. So I'm assuming that if you have a image or a zip that has a couple of image layers, it shouldn't be over like 5 to 10 megabytes. Right now I'm keeping the limit pretty low. I think it's at 5. But I mean, this could be bumped up a little bit and as I do performance testing. But if you try to upload that file that's about 100 megabytes, the backend should throw an error, hopefully. Let me go to the actual box here and do PM2 log and see if it's just like broken. All right, so we finally got the multi-error. I don't know if this is actually, it seems like it actually uploaded the file or something, or I don't know why it took so long. Maybe the browser had to pull in the zip file and then like try to send it across the wire, but I would think that this would have failed a lot sooner. So maybe I need to add some type of client-side validation to make sure that if the zip is too big, it doesn't even try to hit my backend. I need to look more to Multer because that took a while. It took like 36 seconds until it actually threw an error. So it makes me think that something was actually being uploaded to my backend, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a max file size, right? So I need to look into Multer and double check to make sure that, hey, is this actually doing what it's supposed to be doing? Like, oh, that's supposed to be 1. Let me go back. Yeah, so right here I have a max upload size, and I put that on Multer, but that took a while for it to actually throw an error, so I'm kind of concerned about that. I'll make a mental note about that. The last thing is I want to show you the rate limiting, right? So this is supposed to be set to 1 and deployed, but I guess I didn't do that right. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. I'm on the wrong thing. Let me go here, git add all, git commit, fix rate, push that to master, and then on my actual deployed box, I'm going to do git pull. Then I'm going to say a reload all. All right, that's how I do my deploys. You basically just pull from the repo and you tell PM2 to reload, and then I have the latest version. So what I want to show you is that I also added rate limiting. So if I go over here and I try to upload a really small zip file multiple times, it's going to say like, hey, you need to wait some extra time because you've hit your limits. So let's do the 1K one. Actually, no, it's going to take too long. Let's do the 20 files. So I'll do that. It should take like not too much time. Error connection refused. Oh, Yeah, so I forgot that I did refactor to do this like parallel processing worker thing. So what I need to do is say npm start worker index, and then I'm gonna say just give me 2 workers. So let's try to upload that now and see if that works. All right, there we go. We got a zip of NFTs. Cool, we got our little images here. Everything seemed like it worked fine. I could do a JSON stringify on that metadata file. That would probably be a lot useful for users. So let me just do that real quick while I'm here, and then I'll probably wrap this up. So let's go to the generate, let's go to the worker index. And then somewhere here, we are actually stringifying this. So what I need to do is make that null 2 to make it look nice. And that should be all I need to do. So now you can see here on the worker, if I say PM2 list, actually I'm on the wrong machine, PM2 list, you'll see that we have 2 workers running. We have a main API running, and then we also have this little script running. So everything is set up good. Those should restart if they ever crash, and that's it. Yeah, so those are the error handling that I added in. I think there's a couple of others, like if the backend were to crash for whatever reason, you probably just see a generic error. But that's about it. So I just wanted to give you an update of what I added. And if you guys liked watching this video, give me a thumbs up. Also, be sure to leave a comment below if you have another feature that you want to see added to this NFT-Magic project. And like always, if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button and that bell icon to get notifications for when I publish more videos of this series, if you are actually interested in following along with this project that I'm working on. I think you could probably learn a couple of cool things about designing systems or just programming in general, so be sure to stick around. All right, happy coding.